Hi there, welcome back to my channel. This is Medea J, and today's video is going to be another top 5. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing my top 5 foundations of 2021. I think they all came out this year, but I may be mistaken. But these are my top 5 foundations, products that I've used, products that I trust, and products that I am recommending to you. So if you are interested in hearing more about my top 5 foundation products, then absolutely keep on watching. Remember to subscribe if you haven't and turn on that notification bell so you know when next I release a video. And let's jump right in. So in 5th place, I have the Huda Beauty Full Filter Luminous Matte Foundation. And this is the reformulated one. Obviously, she came out with an original formula. I never tried that one, but there were so many mixed reviews of that. Some people complain about breakouts, some people not liking the smell. So many different things that I saw online. And for some reason, I just never purchased it. But then I got to work with Simply Be, who allowed me to select some products to try out. And so I said, okay, she's reformulated. I'm going to give it a go and I'm going to see if I like it. Now, one of the major things that I love about my foundation is coverage. So either it has full on coverage or it's medium buildable coverage. That's the kind of thing that I like my foundation. I also have oily combination skin. So anything with a matte finish, it doesn't have to be like a drying, making my skin parched matte, but it can be like a luminous matte finish where it's semi-matte, but just something matte because obviously I have a lot of oils. I do, sweat a little bit on my face and I do break out in oils. So with this formula, it is long lasting. It does have full coverage, which is why I like it. I do have it in gingerbread 430N, but this isn't particularly my skin tone, so I mismatched myself. I would probably go a shade deeper for this one. So if you are like my skin tone and you're wondering what shade to match yourself with, I would say definitely go down one shade depending on your undertone to the 430N. This particular one is fragrance free, and as I said, it does have a luminous matte finish, so it just gave my skin a very luminous, not glowing, but luminous, healthy looking finish when I use this foundation. I will insert a clip of the look that I did using this foundation on Instagram, just in case if you are not following me. But as I said, aside from even the packaging is so good. You've got your pump applicator. It's not glass, it's plastic. It's nice and light, and it does come in a very good range of colors. Aside from all of that, as I said, the coverage is fantastic and the finish is very comforting. This is 5th place because I've only started using it and I obviously haven't used it as long as the other ones in my collection. It is also worth mentioning that it is vegan and comedogenic, so if you're looking for a vegan formula, then this is probably a good one to try. So in 4th place, this was really difficult to rank in 4th because I have so many foundations, and this one, I love it. I'll tell you why it's in 4th place. But anyway, this is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. Now, buying this foundation was a whole experience for me. I bought it for my birthday, so it'll always be a monumental time for me because I bought a range of Pat McGrath skin products and eye products and lip products. Like I really went out to purchase some Pat McGrath to celebrate my birthday. So this foundation itself, aside from the luxurious packaging and the bottle, this is glass, also has a pump applicator, and the design and everything about it just screams luxury. Aside from all of that, the finish on this for me is money. It just looks like money. It feels like money. It performs like money. Now, it's not that expensive. Obviously, the retail value is about 60 odd pounds, but Pat McGrath is known for doing sales at different times of the year. So you can pick this up for around the 43, 45 range, which isn't dissimilar in price to some of the foundations in my collection. I would say this is probably the most expensive retail wise in my entire collection. However, the quality that I get from this, for me, I feel like is very worth the price. There is also a fantastic shade range on the Pat McGrath website. It is very easy for you to match yourself online. I did go in store to get matched, but I think I would have done a really good job if I had tried to match myself online. There are different shade ranges and it's just really eclectic. There's a full range of shades that you're most likely going to be able to find your perfect shade. Now, for this one, this is my perfect tone. Even in the summer months, I can still wear this. In the winter months, I could still wear it because you don't need that much before you see the performance of this foundation. Now, a few things to note. Off the website, you do get 36 shades. It's a medium buildable coverage, which is exactly as I said. There is a matching concealer, which is full coverage. So if you have both products, I would recommend that you correct your skin using the concealer because it's really full coverage, and then going in with the foundation. It is a 12-hour wear foundation. It's weightless, it's self-setting, so you don't really need to use a powder. But if you've got oily skin like I do and you kind of want to preserve the longevity of the foundation, I would recommend that you use a powder. I did purchase the powder that comes with the whole skin range, and that powder is flawless. It's also oil free and is suitable for all skin types. So for me, this is a really, really good performing foundation. As I said, if you also have matured skin, I feel like this foundation would work a lot better for you. It's a lot kinder to the skin, and as I said, you don't need that much before you see the full value of the foundation. So for me, this was a fantastic buy for 2021. Now, in third place, this definitely had to rank quite high, if not for any reason, for the sheer innovation behind this foundation. So this is the Decipher Custom Foundation. Now, for you to be able to purchase this foundation, you need to go to their website and go through their matching stages. These foundations are made to your skin, to the T, to what it is that you're looking for. So if there was any foundation in my collection that matched me to the core, it would be this particular foundation. Now, throughout the whole matching process, you can select your finish, you can select your coverage, your undertone, all of that good stuff. And it's so easy to use on the website. I really do like the way this foundation is made. I love the coverage of it. Again, I feel like this is more of a luminous matte type of finish. In as much as I did pick matte as my finish, I do feel like this performed more like a luminous matte, like a semi-matte type of finish, because it's a lot kinder to my skin and it doesn't dry out my skin. Now, this is a 30 ml bottle and I still have quite a lot. So go through the matching process. I feel like this foundation is I feel like the technology behind this foundation is something that we're going to see more and more of because it's the best way to match yourself without having to go into store. You can also buy samples of your match if you wanted to try it first before actually committing to a full size bottle. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I really like it. You don't really get the luxury of doing that for many foundations. You either go in store and get matched, or you fingers crossed and you purchase it. And here in the UK, you can't return a foundation after you've used it or after you've tested it. It just doesn't happen here. So you're kind of stuck with it. So, you have to buy with care online. But with this, they've made it a lot easier. So definitely check them out. All the information for all the foundations that I'm talking about, everything will be linked in the description box. But this is Decipher foundation. Now, in second place, I have used the life out of this foundation, and considering the cost of it, I am shook. I'm shook at how amazing the formulation is. There are a few things I would prefer that they update or change, but in terms of formulation, top notch. And this is the Maybelline Super Stay Active Wear Foundation. This is the 30-hour wear foundation. Now, every time I say that, I always follow up with the ain't nobody gonna wear foundation for 30 hours, but you never know. You never know, you never know. But I love this because it is sweat proof, it is long lasting, it is full coverage, and you do get a pump applicator. I love products with pump application. However, the one thing that I don't particularly like about it, which I feel Maybelline can improve on, is the shade range. The shade range of this particular foundation is a little bit poor. So for me, I kind of still have to mix two foundations. The only time that the foundation matches me more is when I'm darker in the summer months. In the summer months, I'm able to use this shade called Mocha. But in the winter months, I have to mix the 60 with the 75. So there are not that many shades, and I feel like there's some shades missed in between. But if Maybelline is able to improve on that, I can see this foundation going far. Now, it's designed for all skin types and it is a matte finish, as I mentioned. So the coverage of this as well is fantastic. I feel like you only need a little bit before, you fully cover your face. It's so inexpensive that you can afford to keep repurchasing this. This can be your foundation of choice, like your go-to foundation in the winter months, in the summer months. In the winter months, if your skin gets dry, then definitely use a luminous primer, a hydrating primer, something to just give your base some hydration. But for me, because I've got oily skin, this works perfectly well for me all year round. And in number one position, if you guessed, then I know that you've been watching my Instagram, TikTok content. So in number one place for me is the Absolute Cover Foundation from Ofra. This should be no shock or surprise to you. Ofra came out with a reformulation of their foundation, and I was one of the people that they selected to promote the relaunch. So I did take a picture of the foundation on my face, and the shade that I wore is 8.5, which is a perfect. When I tell you this shade is perfect, as a matter of fact, I'm wearing it today. It's perfect. And I have not been able to put this foundation down. It comes with a pump applicator and it also has skincare ingredients, which is good for you. So I'm sure a lot of the other foundations have skincare ingredients. The reason why I really like this foundation is that the skincare ingredients are front and center. So it does have peptides and antioxidants in it. We know antioxidants help to protect your skin, and peptides help with plumpness and fullness of your skin, which is honestly at my age a dream to hear that my foundation does that while I apply it. Now it's got medium coverage, but it is buildable. So as I said, I do like my full coverage foundation, but I find that with this foundation, I'm able to build up the coverage. I'm able to manipulate how full coverage I want it to look on my skin. It is very long wearing and it does have a natural finish. I've had a lot of people ask me what the finish is of this foundation, and it's very difficult to describe because I feel like this particular foundation works with your primer. So rather than overtake what the primer is doing or be underwhelming when your primer is trying its best to ensure that your skin is perfect, I feel like this foundation works really well with your primer. So I've tried the foundation with a matte primer, which is what I'm wearing right now, and I find that it gives me a nice matte finish. So there's nothing luminous, there's nothing dewy, it doesn't dry out my skin, but it is matte. And I've also tried the foundation with a hydrating primer, very luminous primer, and it gave me a luminous finish. So I really do think that it's a natural finish foundation and it works hand in hand with your primer, which for me is a bonus because it means if you're dry skin or if you're oily skin, then you can use this foundation and just match it with your primer of choice. So with the reformulation of this foundation, they've come out with more shades, so you do get more shades in the entire collection. So definitely head over to Ofra. You can use my discount code MediaJ to get you 20% off your shop, and hopefully you find me on the website. All right, that is it. So those are my top 5 foundations for 2021. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know what foundation products that you are using and loving this year. And I am so excited for what 2022 has to offer. I think a lot of brands are going to come out with a lot of skin-based products. We're going to see a lot of skincare products. I feel like we're going to see a lot of concealers, a lot of primers, a lot of liquid blushes, liquid contour products. I feel like we're going to see a lot of makeup infused with skincare that is present front and center. That's my prediction. Let me know yours in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe if you haven't. And remember that God doesn't like ugly. Be nice to someone today, and Black lives will always matter. And I will catch you in a future video. Bye.